the cop's uniform and the gun, why prosecutors say both point to murder.
For most of the Levi Chavez murder trial, it seems prosecutors have been trying to paint the former APD cop as a bad guy.
But today it was about physical evidence, evidence that they say puts Chavez at the scene of his wife's terrorist death way before he claims he found her. Let's get to News 13's Alex Goldsmith.
Dick, Jessica, for 2 weeks, much of the prosecution's case was about who said what and who was sleeping with whom. Today, the focus was on the evidence from Levi's uniform to his gun.
Is near instantaneous death, I guess, as you can say.
The bullet that killed Tara Chavez killed her fast, severing her brainstem. That bullet came from her husband Levi's APD-issued gun, which was a few inches inside her mouth when it was fired. Prosecutors say Levi's finger was on the trigger. The defense has maintained Tara killed herself, but prosecutors say that couldn't have happened because the magazine wasn't in the gun when it was found, and Tara couldn't have removed it.
What other voluntary action could she do?
I don't think she would have any voluntary action after this bullet passed through the brainstem.
The defense says there would have been evidence of a struggle if someone had forced a gun into Tara's mouth. The medical examiner disagreed, saying any signs of Tara moving her head would have been covered up by damage from the gunshot. Prosecutors also pointed to evidence tying Levi to the scene, his APD uniform and a liner for his bulletproof vest hanging in the closet of the home. Officers are issued only one of each, although they can buy more. When Levi says he found Tara dead that Sunday night in 2007, he told investigators he hadn't been in the house since Friday. Prosecutors hinted that since Levi worked the night before, he must have come home earlier than he claims to hang that uniform up. One of his mistresses also testified earlier in the trial that Chavez told her he was in the shower when his wife shot herself. It wasn't all bad for the defense. A state handwriting expert concluded an apparent suicide note found at the scene wasn't written by Levi.
Who wrote the question documents in your opinion?
Miss Tara Chavez.
As for that uniform, no one has testified to say if Levi Chavez had an extra one or not. That could be a question for him if Levi Chavez ever takes the stand. Back to you.
Okay, Alex, it wasn't all hard evidence today. The jury also heard from APD officer Regina Sanchez, Levi Chavez's third mistress, to testify in this case. Two of them have been cops. Sanchez says Levi misled her before moving in with her before Tara's death.
What was your understanding of his marriage?
I was understanding that he was separated and in the process of getting a divorce.
Levi and Tara were never legally separated and still lived together.